Hi, what I want to do in this video is to actually write a first program so that you can see how simple and how how easy it is to actually write a program. But you may not understand anything on the screen right now, but it's totally fine. But this is how you may want to write a simple program to calculate the area and circumference of a circle. So even though in the next series of videos, up to like 5 to 6 videos, I will be explaining each of the things that you can see on the screen right now. But by me showing you first and then you getting the explanation later is going to give you a perspective on exactly what I am talking about, because if I started talking over your head by explaining things and you actually haven't seen it in action, it may not make much sense. So what I've done here is, we know that the pi of a circle is 3.142, so that information doesn't change. The pi is always 3.14 142. So because it is 3.142 it doesn't change, so we have to declare it as a constant. It's a good practice to declare it as a constant. So this is what I've done here. So, and also this word float actually means I am trying to represent a number that has a decimal point. So if it doesn't have a decimal point, if it's like 1 or 5 or 60 with no decimal place, then I will not use float. And this is the name of the variable. Don't worry, I'm still going to explain what a variable means. So we call this variable pi. So we say constant float pi equals 3.142. Because it's a float, we have to put f at the back. Okay, just like I said, you don't have to understand everything I am saying right now, but just pay attention. And you can see I have actually put a little bit of comment on top of everything. Just like I said to you, comment is for you, is not for the program. It's for you to understand what you're doing, or when you pass your program to some other developer, they will be able to understand what is going on. So the next one is now a radius. So the radius of the circle, this is the name of the variable. So we're trying to declare a variable called radius, and we also make it of the data type float. So float as well, because it's 23.4 decimal place. And like I said previously, whenever you finish any single line of statement, you have to end it with a semicolon. As you can see, there's a semicolon at the back of this, semicolon at the back of that. Then we want to calculate the area of the circle now, since we have the two important information that we need, the radius of a circle and the pi. So to calculate the area of a circle, we know that if we multiply two floats together, you're also gonna get a float. So this is why I have to declare the circle, the area of a circle, as a float as well, because we're multiplying numbers with decimal points and we don't want to lose those decimal points. If I declare it to be anything other than a float or double, if I declare, for example, an integer which represents whole number, then I will lose the decimal places. I don't want to do that. So, and the area of a circle is pi multiplied by radius and multiplied by radius again. Don't forget to end it with a semicolon. Then the next one is the circumference of the circle. Also, I don't want to lose the decimal point, so this is why I am declaring this one as a float as well, and that would be 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by radius. I mean, all this formula, we learned them when we're in school doing math, so I'm sure you know what is going on here. So it's 2 pi r, that is the circumference of a circle, and also the diameter of a circle is 2 multiplied by the radius. So multiply 2 by radius, you get the diameter, and also because the radius was a floating point number, so we keep it as float. So now to output all this information to the console so that you can see what is going on, this is how you do it. So you use the percentage %f to represent a floating point number. I'm still going to talk more about how this one works, how you output message. So let's just run this program and see what the result is. So if you click on run, you can see they say the area of the circle is 1720.433 blah blah blah, and the total circumference of the circle is this, and the diameter of the circle is that. So as you can see, the program works perfectly. So you can try and type this out. encourage you to type it out. I'm still going to explain the float, the constant, keyword, what a variable means, and all this percentage F you see here, and how I put all this thing in brackets, and so I'm gonna explain everything in the upcoming videos. So I just want to show you how you might want to write a simple program and then explain everything that we've done here in a series of videos. So I'll see you next. Thank you.